Hi, Assalamualaikum and very good morning. So today our group Lex 2047 and we are from group 107. We're gonna talk about poetic society. So now today is my turn, me and Rafiq, to explain about the poem that is related with the COVID-19, which is coronavirus influenza. Alright, so now first of all, I will introduce myself. My name is Tengku Rifki bin Tengku Mahmud, matrix number 191876.
My name is Muhammad Wazir Zakwan and my number matric is 192286.
My name is Abu Hurairah bin Abu Wahab Syarani. My matric number is 191900.
My name is Muhammad Sufaisan bin Muhammad Daros and my matric number is 193551.
My name is Naufal Fatur Rahman Wahid. My matric number is 195085.
And my name is Muhammad Rafiq and my matric number is 193437. Okay, so without further ado, we will now proceed to the presentation of our poems, of our selection of poems. Okay, so the first stanza is the titles of the poem is gone viral. So the first stanza is: we scramble for masks like talismans to ward off nightmares of infection and other phantoms. Masks reveal our fears, hazard which arise when we believe that we need protection from our own delusions.
If we have come into contact with rumors of anyone coughing or sneezing, fatality cases will naturally alarm us. Be on your guard, but be slow to judge others. Instead, wash your hands clean of prejudice. You can dwell regularly upon the importance of hygiene.
And avoid touching on the matter of sensitive topics. Save your face because your time spent worrying, which is worse than this virus, considering its severity, is the actual threat. All this paranoia is simply as lethal as any other pandemic. Nothing like what we have seen before. This is not the last we shall see of it.
Someone, how can we avoid media sources that paint foreign visitors and immigrants as disease-ridden virus spreaders? Xenophobes are walking pathogens, plague of terror. With their nauseating habits, they mask their true intentions. We can hardly quarantine them all, so the danger remains this disease of our own ignorance. Until we know what has truly gone viral is fear itself.
So that is like the total of the overall of the poems. But actually, the poem can be read as two parts. So I will read the first part, and Tengku will read the second part. So the first part is: we scramble for masks to ward off infection and other hazards that we need protection from. If we have come into contact with anyone coughing or sneezing, be on your guard. Wash your hands regularly and avoid touching your face, because this virus, considering its severity, is simply nothing like what we have seen before. Someone, how can we avoid foreign disease-ridden walking pathogens with their nauseating habits? We can hardly quarantine them all. This disease has truly gone viral. Okay, this part actually is the voice of someone who might be overly cautious and fit the profile of a panic herder.
While in the right column, this is why me and Rafiq choose this poem, because it is very interesting that we can interpret it in three methods. You can just read it from the left column, right column, or we can just read it like we just read before, just go straight horizontally. So I'm gonna read the right column. Like talisman, nightmare of phantoms must reveal our fears, which arise when we believe our own delusions. Rumors of fatality cases will naturally alarm us, but be slow to judge others. Instead, clean of prejudice. You can dwell upon the importance of hygiene. On the matter of sensitive topics, save your time spent worrying, which is worse than the actual threat. All this paranoia is as lethal as any other pandemic. This is not the last we shall see of it. Media sources they paint visitors and immigrants as virus spreaders. Xenophobes are plugs of terror. They mask their true intentions, so the danger remains of our own ignorance until we know what is fear itself. So this is the right column. The right column is actually is the voice of one who has more sensible and can view the things, overly. So when we can read together, we can see that the writers want to point out the true plot that has gone viral in the past several weeks about the case of coronavirus.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you guys really understand this poem?
Yes.
Because it's kind of complex, but
Yes.
I know you guys might, right? So what about the first, I can say the first stanza when we read it horizontally. Can you describe it, Naufal?
Okay, I will describe the first stanza. We scramble for masks like talisman to ward off nightmares of infections and other phantoms. Masks reveal our fears, hazards which arise when we believe that we need protection from our own delusions. So in the first statement, we scramble for masks like talisman. Do you know that in the first phase of this pandemic,
Yeah.
a lot of people buy mask, a lot of
Yeah.
it, and save it by themselves. And there's a fact that a lot of nurses that die because lack of mask.
Yeah.
Sad to hear.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
Some people hoard the mask,
Yeah.
and the supply of mask has become limited for the one who actually need it to wear it.
Right. And some of them sell for a higher price. Yeah. Mask reveal our fears that we need. Mask reveal our fears, hazard which arise when we believe that we need protection from our own delusions. This means like the things that we fear is our own delusions.
Yes.
Actually, this virus is not that deadly. We have
can
faced
see.
we have faced more deadly virus before, like
Just like
H1N1.
black pox, Ebola, something like that.
H5N1 also.
H5N1 also. So first stanza means that
We should not be delusional and
yes,
overthinking on
we should be overthinking about this virus. Maybe the media will
the media will hit up.
because
But
that's
we
media
as a person, we need to rationalize
yes,
and see it in good ways, because
correct. Yeah.
if we panic, then nothing will happen.
Nothing
It's
will
just
happen.
our fear and our delusion.
Okay.
Good statement. How about you, Sophie? About the second stanza.
Yeah. About the second stanza, if we have come into contact with rumors of anyone coughing or sneezing, fatality cases would naturally alarm us. Be on your guard, but be slow to judge others. Instead, wash your hands, clean of prejudice. You can dwell regularly upon the importance of hygiene. This stanza, I could describe it, is about always be on our guard, always be stay hygiene, always wash your hand, take a precaution step, so that we cannot contact with the coronavirus or anyone who with coronavirus, so that and always hygiene is most important.
Yeah.
Always wear mask,
Personal
always
Wash your hand.
wash your hands, clean yourself, do not use the same clothes every day,
Yeah.
and also do not touch steel things
Yes.
where coronavirus can live about 9
Twelve.
days
Yes. Yeah.
on the steel,
Mm.
and so most importantly stay hygiene for
Yeah.
especially
Right.
the country who have more fatality rate on coronavirus.
Sure.
So that's all I know about my stanza is.
Very impressive explanation from you, Sophie. Alright. So how about you, Abu?
For the next segment, it goes like, and avoid touching on the matter of sensitive topics, which is can save your face, because your time spent worrying, which is worse than this virus, considering its severity, is the actual threat. All this paranoia is simply as lethal as any other pandemic. Nothing like what we have seen before. This is not the last we shall see of it. In this segment, the authors, we can break it like the authors. First, the authors depict that we as a person, we need to avoid touching in sensitive matters, because some countries has other casualties, has other situation. Some people are facing different situation in their life. So we should be humble and not touch on sensitive things that can worsen the situation that we have faced right now. Yeah, that's the first what do you call that? That's the first message that the author want to imply in this segment. The second one, because your time spent worrying, which is worse than this virus considering its severity. Yeah, the virus is easily spread, but the severity is not that high. So our time spending on worrying will become wasted, and we as a person, we will just wasting our time on worrying rather than we do something that benefit for the world and for ourselves. That's what the author want to imply in the second implication author want to imply to us. And the actual threat, all this paranoia is simply as lethal as any other pandemic. What the authors want to say on this part is, the pandemic is not that lethal, but our paranoia that makes it lethal. When we as a person, we have paranoid, we didn't want to socialize, we didn't want to do any gathering. That's our paranoid, which is more lethal than the pandemic itself. And the last one, this is not the last we shall see it, which is if we keep on doing this, we paranoid and didn't do anything, wasting our time, this will be not the last time we see this thing. This virus will not end. It will continue and continue as we ourselves didn't take opportunities to avoid it. I think that's what the author want to imply in this segment of the poem.
That's okay idea. So maybe we can proceed with the last stanza.
For the last stanza, how can we avoid media sources that pen foreigner, visitor and immigrant as disease ridden virus spreader, xenophobes are walking pathogen, plagues of terror. Means that the media the news about the coronavirus are continuously spreadly worldwide, and the main source of this problem is from the visitors that travel to certain country, and they bring all their old habits and they don't take care of their health, and they don't have a medical checkup in their country, and they spread to our country. And then with their nauseating habit, they must their true attention. We can hardly quarantine them all, so the danger remains. Means that since the visitors mostly travel out to the country, it's very hard to quarantine them, because certain country have the problem, they have reduced, and then they arrest the coronavirus in certain country. For example, like our European country, Italy, have one cases about this coronavirus, and this disease of our ignorance until we know what has true gone virally is fate itself, and then this disease become our own responsibility to reduce, to avoid its being spread worldwide. So that's what I understand from the last stanza.
Alright, thank you, Azif. So I think that's all from our group discussion about our poem, which is gone viral. Discuss about coronavirus. So That's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gina Fox apa gila